In this video, we're going to look at Swim Spread Wisdom, which is a first of its kind play-to-earn game for toddlers and parents. Nothing I say on this channel is financial advice. Always do your own research before investing any money. Let's get into today's video. Now, this is a very interesting concept, something I hadn't really considered before. Blockchain gaming, or GameFi, is starting to spread its wings and take off into an incredible bull market, in my opinion. And I think as we see the growth of gaming and play-to-earn gaming becoming more mainstream, we're going to see more growth of platforms like this. This is very interesting. We know that now pretty much every child who's old enough to hold an iPhone or an iPad now has access to playing different games. And there are lots of different games out there that could be useful to be able to develop a child's cognitive ability or maybe just understanding of the real world. Now, this is an interesting reward system where the child will play the game and in return the parent will then get the rewards for playing the different games, which is an interesting idea, and I've not seen anything like this before. Now, this is ultimately about educating young children into the world around us, about the importance of the environment and about a healthier world basically being better for healthier living as well, which is an important message, and it's quite nice to see a play-to-earn game that's actually educational for young people that's also going to be able to benefit parents as well. Now, at the moment, the community is around 1.3 million big, which is actually pretty good, and it's going to be continuing to grow all the time, and this is very interesting as far as I'm concerned. The first ever NFT-wise investment game for toddlers, and this is aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals heading into the future. Now, this is also good because a lot of the proceeds, etc., will also be fed back into environmental projects and other things like that. But ultimately, with the goal of education, I really quite like. Now, as a first of its kind wisdom utility platform that offers rewards. Now, wisdom utility platform, you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean? It means basically that they are creating games and things like that to improve people's wisdom, and that's ultimately a positive thing. But you're ultimately going to be able to earn rewards and other benefits as well. Now, what I quite like about it, if you come to the About Us section, is you can see that this is a project that is derived from particular values, particular goals going forward that they want to achieve for the people who are going to be using the platform. No, so it's not just focused purely around making profit like many things are out there, but is really trying to do good and deliver more value to younger people around the world. Now, this is a first of its kind meta inside a meta concept. Okay, Miami, which is basically a metaverse that exists within an existing metaverse. This means that it can take things that are already existing within a metaverse and then add more different features to the existing metaverse to enable users to get a more fulfilling experience. This allows users to create things like their own avatars, to make different shops. They can also do things like meditate, plant different trees and plants and all sorts of different things. They can play different games, all amongst other Wise applications. And this as well is quite important. So you can probably see around the world right now sort of toddlers sitting there watching cartoons, different things like that, which might be good, might not be good. I'm not going to really comment on that. But ultimately, you could convert their screen time into perhaps something more productive by getting them to play more educational games. And actually, it might incentivize parents who maybe before thought that maybe they didn't want to have children do this. They could actually then earn rewards. So maybe it's incentivizing parents to get their children to learn more different things by educating them through the different games. You can empower the toddlers by converting daily screen time into Zoo NFT rewards, incubating via game app ideas that help toddlers flow towards well-being and wisdom about nature with daily wisdom tasks rewards in the form of Zoo NFTs on a decentralized platform. And anything that's the first of its kind within an already booming industry could potentially show a great return on investment. Obviously, that's not financial advice. You need to do your own research, but this has me very, very interested indeed. So in terms of the user engagement, then you've got the meta inside the meta inception, which we've just talked about, the metaverse within the metaverse. Also, something else that's important is that they will be offering special family rewards for using recyclable, environmentally friendly products for kids and inspiring other children to do the same. So they're trying to inspire others to join into this network, and in return, they'll get rewards as well. So perhaps you'll have people talking about this around the playground, basically trying to get different people to get involved in this project and everything around it, helping everyone to become more sustainable, more eco-friendly, and ultimately seeing a growth in this particular platform. Now, this is something that's interesting as well. Previously, you've probably heard of things like proof of stake, proof of work, and here we have a unique proof of wisdom. A wise consensus algorithm based on proof of wisdom is definitely more effective and secure than traditional consensus algorithms, as it would involve the use of knowledge and expertise as a key factor in determining the validity of transactions or actions. So effectively, the algorithm requires people to be able to answer different questions and things correctly for it to be able to function as. So rewards are given based on the behaviors and things that people are carrying out. So they need to be able to prove their wisdom in order to gain the rewards. Now, this is effectively how the proof of wisdom model works. You have proof of donations, whether that be things like photographs and stuff like that. Not sure how I feel about that. Obviously, I think people should go and donate things around the world, but I don't like the fact that people maybe donate things just to be seen donating things. Don't know how I feel about all that. The proof of contribution and also the proof of activity, which might be social activity such as educating others around different things, maybe going and planting trees, maybe cleaning beaches, etc. And also a proof of spiritual activity. Not sure how that's going to interact within this particular wisdom model, but again, quite an interesting thing. There is a lot of people getting more into spirituality right now, so that could also play a part. Now we come down further, you can see all of the different benefits of being involved. You can first of all obviously be part of the 1.3 million person network. There's also a world-class team of developers who are already producing this very interesting and informative platform, as well engagement rewards such as NFTs we've already talked about, which would be created and then given to users, various other VIP accesses and access to premium utilities via a VIP access system. And ultimately, this is geared towards educating younger people, which is obviously a positive thing, and improving the global ecosystem that we live in, improving the world, making it cleaner and healthier for everyone. Now here we have the Wise route, which is obviously the roadmap, taking us through various different pieces as we go. And you can see it doesn't give us any timeline specifically on dates, which would obviously be nicer to see, but you can see pretty detailed, and they do have a lot of things listed out that they want to do. At the moment, obviously in the launch, test and marketing phase, but they will be moving into expansion and collaboration soon, along with development partnerships and various reward systems coming later down the line. They're yet to be listed on a number of big exchanges, but they will be starting to get listed, and that's obviously a very important thing as well, because it can add some value from investment. Now coming down below, you can see this team here, very detailed descriptions on each of them, as well as pictures. You can go and click on them and find out more about each of these individuals and do some research on them. Always very important to see a nice transparent team. If you want to keep up with everything that's going on at Swim Spread Wisdom, then they have all of the social media links down at the bottom of the page. I recommend coming across, giving them a follow on Twitter, because there's various other giveaways and things that are happening all the time. Here you can win 100 USDT, and there's 5 top lucky winners. As well as that, they're doing tons of different giveaways, live streams, and so much more, talking about this project and everything that's going on. So make sure you give them a follow if you want to keep up to date on everything there. So in summary, this is a first of its kind play-to-earn game for toddlers aimed at improving toddlers' understanding of the environmental needs and how to look after it more sustainably. As well as that, parents will be able to gain reward for the interaction with the platform that they and their children are performing. Everything I've talked about today is linked down below in the description, so make sure you go and check it out after this video. If you're new to the channel, you want to learn more about GameFi, crypto, NFTs, and much more, then make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.